Hello everybody, how's it going? We are here with a timeless tarot reading. For anybody new tuning in, my name is Gabriella. Welcome to the channel. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. We're starting off with the Ace of Swords and the Sun. This can be the realization of something important. This can be a major epiphany that you're having. Something feeling very, very clear. This can be a yes, a big yes. Yes to moving forward. You could be, for some of you, you've been like gathering information or looking for particular answers, and this could pertain to you trying to figure out how to do something, because I was seeing the Page of Swords and also the Two of Pentacles. So this can mean trying to go to the right places to get the information that you're looking for or that you seek, or to have the right conversations like at the right time with the right information. So Ace of Swords is a moment where your guides are like, you're on track. You're seeing things with an immense sense of clarity. Again, this can be a moment where you're having a breakthrough or an epiphany. To have especially like both of these cards here, this is like a really brilliant energy of like clear cognizance and also like a focused direction of where you're putting your energy. And this can be like, I have all of this energy or focus that I want to put in a particular direction. Now I know what to do with it. Like there can be a sense of understanding one's purpose here within this, or like where you're trying to go. You can feel like a sense of happiness. You can feel like a liberation because of this too. And it can also be a moment where things really fall into place. I'm seeing an emphasis on yellow here. Yellow is also associated with the, well, I'm actually hearing heart chakra. That would be green, but yellow is associated with the solar plexus. And that's your willpower and what it is that you're trying to create. There's definitely joy here associated, because the sun speaks about happiness and awareness and things coming through in a way that feels clear. It can be an illumination. But it can also be like clarity that you'd been seeking, that now you feel like very happy or even overjoyed about this. Like a moment where things really make sense, which can feel really reassuring. Getting confirmation of that. So this does definitely feel like a very special moment here. Okay. King of Pentacles. This can be about you feeling really in place rather than out of place. This is you feeling really in place with what you want to be doing. King of Pentacles is associated with, it's associated with psychosocial roles. I really see that as the King of Pentacles. So this can be about a job. This can be about a title. It can be about the way that you're making money. It's kind of like, what are you doing within the world, and like what is that title that comes with it, and what does that job entail, whether you be paid for it or not. It's about feeling like there's a sense of purpose of like, I came here to do this type of work. And that's what I'm seeing this clarity be associated with. And I'm also getting a sense of relief that's coming with this too. Like, it's kind of a moment where you could have been trying different things on and it's like nothing ever felt quite right. And then you get to this moment and you're like, this is the thing. That's what this moment feels like. So now you've hooked on to this, you've latched on. It feels also like a moment of really big confirmation for you of like, I'm in the right space, doing the right thing. And rather than me being on that part of the path that feels foggy or confusing, where I'm like questioning everything. This is a moment of confirmation that feels like, not that you're not always where you're supposed to be, because you are, but this just feels like a very special moment that you may have been looking for quite some time, that now it just clicks into place. And a sense of stability that comes with that. Of you stepping into your purpose. Now here, Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups can be something that's throwing you off, connected with the past. Maybe sorting through how you feel about this. There's something here that I'm seeing like doesn't make complete sense yet, but you may spend less time trying to figure it out and more time just letting go of it. It's kind of like a puzzle that you found upon the path, and your guides are like, you don't need to spend time solving that, you can just keep going. This is what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing it be worth your time. It would be more so like draining, and I'm seeing that's not the goal right now. I'm seeing someone with very, very dark hair. Yeah, it's almost like an avenue that comes up where you're like, I'm not trying to go back in that direction, but I'm seeing there's an opportunity for you to, and you're like, I don't really know how I feel about that, and then I'm seeing you like let go of this altogether. But yeah, something could have come up where you could have looped back, but I'm not getting that be what you want to do. I'm seeing you feel super in touch. Whatever this thing is that you're doing now, I'm seeing you get to bring like a creative element to it, where you feel, it doesn't feel like something generic, it feels like something special to you, where you get to put like your own touch on this. You could be at a point where you're trying to figure out how much you should be getting in return for you doing this. I kind of feel vibes of, you know, when you do a job that's like a more creative job, how it can be difficult to sort of like price your stuff or price the value of the work that you're doing. I'm kind of getting vibes like that. Doesn't have to be that specific example. For some of you it is, but it can be anything where you're like trying to navigate pricing or worth, or like, how much am I worth? How much is the worth of the work that I'm doing? How much do I charge for that? What do I expect in return? That sort of stuff. But you may be like getting rid of preconceived notions too, because there could have been stuff that you learned about in the past that's sort of throwing you off in relation to where you are now and where you're going. And you may be like, I don't need this anymore. I don't need to keep holding on to it. Because I'm seeing again like something from the past trying to come up, but I'm not seeing it be relevant for you anymore. And I mean, this doesn't have to be a person. This can be a train of thought, or like a mindset where you're like, that's not really working for me any longer. So I am seeing you actually break out. It's like you want to grab onto the new beginning, so I'm seeing you have to release this thing from the past. But you actively have to do the release, is what I'm seeing. Like on your own accord is what I'm hearing. This means, too, that you're not getting involved in things that you feel like don't meet the criteria for your energy. So if something is not a balanced exchange, I'm seeing this be something that you're reviewing here. Definitely stuff from your past that's popping up. like historically speaking, something that would have you taking like less than you deserve, or that wouldn't allow you to fully step into where you are. It feels like a moment where you could be doing like self-discovery, right? And there's this like new identity sort of that you're stepping into, or this new understanding of yourself, or you dropping a certain identity. And you could have something from the past coming up that's like, no, fit in this box, and you're in a space where you're like, I don't want to hold on to that anymore. I don't feel like that's me. Maybe at one point in time I identified with that, but I don't any longer. And I feel like it's holding me back from stepping into who I really am now. So I'm seeing that has to be let go of. But you may still be working through that, and that could be part of the reason why you're still holding on to it. But I'm seeing your guides again. This is that notion of you are on your path and you come across this puzzle, and your guides are like, you don't have to spend time figuring this one out. You can just let go of it. So I'm seeing you be faced with that option here. Now we come into this second row, and I'm seeing you feel very connected with yourself, very in touch. There's a big emphasis on the Queen of Cups energy. So this is you feeling intuitively in touch. You could be doing something connected with your water energy, any type of healing, psychic work, artistic stuff, things where you would be like using different mediums or inspirations that you have and creating with that. And then there's a focus on, how do I take that and make a job out of it? Like, how do I take that? Because I'm seeing the balance be, there's a relationship between the King of Pentacles, which can be like a job that you're taking on, and this Queen of Cups and the Empress, and they're being met together. Like the common thread here is this Six of Pentacles. So it's like, how do I take something that I love doing that's connected with my talents and what I want to be creating in the world and make a job out of that? Or fulfill a title with that? Like, how do I even make this more professional? But I am also seeing this Seven of Swords here. So this can be something where you could like undersell yourself at times. Again, can be financially, but it can be with other things too. So make sure that if you are having issues when it comes to like, I wasn't feeling my self-worth at this point and I'm still charging the same amount, like make sure that you're checking into that. If you're having issues that are connected with, it's like money blockages, but it doesn't just have to be money, it's like resource blockages. So this can be connected with your energy. But I mean, money is also energy, but it doesn't have to solely be money. It can be anything that falls under the category of pentacles, which are associated with energy, connected with physical things that you're doing. But there's something about like doubt from the past that could have you again like underselling yourself in some way, or not taking the initiative at times, or not feeling confident enough to take the initiative, that I'm seeing you're going to be letting go of actively because you're like, that doesn't align with where I am right now. So this is like a big overall shedding process that you're doing. There's definitely a highlight. We're seeing the sun here, which is about, sun is like your ego, your purpose, your creativity, what you feel like naturally you express. And then it's connected with Venus, which is like your natural talents, what you love to do, the things that you're attracted to, what it is that you want to create. And I'm seeing these things are connecting here. So Sun and Venus together. This is a very creative expression of yours. And it's you really like exuding the elements that you want to exude. Looking into the nature of your Sun and your Venus may be extremely helpful, and also the houses that they sit in, if they sit in different houses, and seeing where that wants to come out. Because where your Sun sits within your birth chart, the house, that's where a lot of your energy and a lot of your awareness and a lot of your efforts are going to be coming out. Like, say you have your sun in the 3rd house, you may really like communication or social media or spreading information, gathering information, like researching things, finding things out. I'm hearing book smart. You may like to read. You may find like education to be important. You may really like grammar and words or anything where there's about like broadcasting or sales or getting a message out, things like that. It would have like an element of Gemini with it. And then depending on where your Venus is, that can also show you like what you're attracted to and also where you want to express this like creative nature of yours. And I'm seeing these 2 energies are definitely, there's an emphasis on them being synthesized here. So yeah, you being in touch, you using your creativity. So this is you being in a space where you're like, I'm not trying to fit any sort of mold here. I'm doing what feels completely normal and natural to me. And I'm emphasizing that. And I'm making something long lasting with that. And for some of you, I'm seeing like a creative ability of yours that you're like, I'm making a career out of this. I'm making a job out of this. I want to do something that connects what I love to do with what I'm doing in the 3D, like the roles that I'm playing. So that's what I'm seeing happening here. This is going to be a new chapter of you really stepping up, because I'm seeing this is what you're stepping into. So this means you being ready and prepared to take action and to create and to like lead the way. So you may be getting more proactive. And wands are associated with inspiration and motivation and you being excited about what you're doing and feeling very connected with it. Because orange is associated with your sacral energy. So this is like what you're attracted to and what you want to produce. And what you feel is like naturally magnetic to you. What you're interested in naturally. So it feels like a very beautiful moment of self-discovery. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.